Hey everyone, welcome to English 115, CBW7 and CBW7G. My name is Nick, I'm your instructor for the course. I thought I'd try to put together a series of little videos to help you walk through some of the technical information and some of the course outline information. So here's a quick look at Blackboard, the Blackboard homepage first of all. This funny little bar up here is because as an instructor I see slightly different things on Blackboard, but it allows me to preview what it would look like for you as a student. So you won't see this on your Blackboard page, hopefully. So the homepage just has some basic course information, who I am, my Twitter handle if you're a Twitter user, my email address. I do have an office at the Comox Valley campus of the college, Discovery 213 if you happen to be around. I'm going to stop in to chat. I'm not here particularly often, mostly Fridays, a little bit Friday, a little bit Monday evenings. I've also set up this online office that I'm hoping you can use. It's sort of a very simple online instant messaging feature that I thought might be useful for actually having synchronous discussions. We can chat about things immediately with immediate responses instead of just focusing on email. So it's a bit of an experiment. I'm not sure if it'll work. I haven't set any specific hours for that. I thought I'd wait and see what times worked for people and what I can fit into my schedule as well. So as the semester kind of evolves, hopefully we can set something up there. There's a link to the syllabus here. I'll provide another video that deals more in detail with the syllabus. I also added this to the Blackboard homepage, which is instructions on how to have your NIC email forwarded to another email account. So many of you will have Gmail accounts or Hotmail accounts, or if you're ancient, maybe a Yahoo or something account. So you can set up your NIC account to actually forward all your emails that come into NIC to that other account. This just sort of saves you time when you need to check your email. You don't have to be checking various accounts. I've never done this myself because I haven't found it necessary, but these are fairly simple steps for organizing that. A few people have had trouble with this. There's been some glitches, so if you're having trouble getting it to work, let me know and we'll see if we can figure it out. On the left-hand side here, we've got a bunch of menu options that you'll want to definitely explore at some point in the very near future if you haven't done so already. This one is probably one of the most important sections of the Blackboard site. So each one of these documents contains detailed instructions about the various assignments that you're going to be completing throughout the semester. So do have a look through all these documents. I didn't assign much in the way of readings for this first week because my expectation was that you would go through and actually read all these documents. If you haven't done so yet, definitely do so. You'll also want to have a look at this section of the website, which is where you actually submit your assignments. So when the plagiarism assignment is completed, you'll sign in and go to this option, and here you'll just attach your document. So you'll create it in a Word document. Please don't use PDF or Pages, especially Pages is really frustrating because then I have to convert it all. So you'll compose your plagiarism assignment in this example in a Word document, save it with your name in the title of, or in the file name of the document so that I know who each one belongs to, and then you'll upload it here just as you would any other attachment for an email or that sort of thing. It gives you a little more information here about when it's due and how much it's worth to your grade throughout the semester. Once it's finished uploading, just hit submit and then I get access to it. Here's a little forum where you can share any notes you have. If there's material you've come across that's particularly helpful or useful, do feel free to share it in there. A little discussion forum I added to add feedback for me about the course. There's nothing in here at this point. But if you have suggestions for me, things that are not working particularly well, or things are really bothering you, you don't like the textbook, or you're finding the Blackboard isn't working, or those sorts of things, do feel free to post any feedback under the course feedback forum. You can make your feedback anonymous if you want to, so you can not feel nervous about being critical of me or of the course. I'm not going to react negatively to that. There's another important tab here, or another important menu option here, which is the sample assignment section. This is absolutely key. You'll want to look through this. It includes information, examples of all the assignments that you'll be expected to complete this semester. And these are assignments that were submitted by other students in previous semesters. And they're just really strong examples of the type of work I'm expecting from you. They're not perfect, but they are strong examples. So do have a look through these as well. I'll try to track down some more from other students as the semester progresses also. So a little calendar option here you can have a look through, just kind of a visual representation of the semester. Shows when things are due in your various classes. The grade section, once you start submitting work and I start grading it, it'll just be entered here. We'll show your score for the various assignments. Here are the discussions. I'll be adding weekly discussion topics. You'll want to look through that stuff. General course questions. If you have things that you think other people might benefit from, like, I'm having trouble getting my uploads for the submitting assignments to work, can you walk me through that again? That type of thing. Feel free to use this general course questions discussion board. You might have noticed that I use the announcements quite a bit. These get sent from Blackboard to your NIC email account, so you should already have access to these. You can also check on them here. And then the email section, this is to allow you to get in touch with all the users in the class, so everyone in this class. If you're in groups, I don't think I'll be assigning any group things, but you can contact particular groups, or you can talk to all the students in the class. You can email individual users if you want to. So there's a list of everyone in the course, and you can just send a note. It's a little bit awkward. You have to select and then move the person over, add a subject, and then write your email there. But it does allow you sort of access to everyone else in the class, which can be really handy sometimes. Below that, we have the recommended schedule of readings and other material. I've only added information for the first 3 weeks, but I'll start populating the next weeks as we start to move through these first stages of the course. So this is just a recommended schedule, and a few people have asked about moving through it at different paces and when assignments are due and that sort of thing. So I would recommend that you follow, obviously, the recommended schedule. Let's have a quick jump into the syllabus here. We'll come back and look in more detail at the syllabus in another video. But here's the same information as that recommended schedule. The assignment due dates are hard and fast, so I'm expecting you to complete the assignments on these days. The readings are organized in such a fashion that they support the assignments that are due on those days. So I really would suggest that you work through the material in the order and with the pacing that's provided here, so as not to get overwhelmed, but so also as to not miss anything and leave yourself with a whole bunch of catch-up at the end of the semester. The assignments are organized to build towards the final research essay, which is obviously the major project for the class. So there's a strategic element to the organization of the assignments as well. In addition, the presentations are organized strategically to help support the assignments you're working on. So Google Drive and Dropbox might be useful to you as you start getting going in the class. Things like Google Scholar and Zotero will be useful to your research process. Grammarly and track changes will be useful to you as you work through your editing and revising phases. Turnitin, Scrivener, Evernote, all those sorts of programs and topics will be useful as you work on revisions and rewriting, and also as you work on documenting your resources. So again, it's just a recommended schedule. We don't have a specific time we meet online or in person or anything like that, so I won't be checking up on how people are following, how closely people are following along, but I do recommend working through the material in the order presented in the schedule. I'll make a few other videos about assignments and specifically the syllabus, and do let me know via email or via the general discussion question forum if you have any specific questions.